Well, a very warm welcome at a very chilly Donington Park here for the Northside Truck and Van Donington Rally. My name is Phil Bramhill. I am filling some very big boots left behind by Mr. Paul Woodford, who is circuit commentating today. So thank you very much for joining me here on special stage for, like I say, round 3 of the MCJ Circuit Rally Championship. As most of the country has seen by now, we've had quite the weather over the last couple of days or so, and Donington Park, well, maybe just about got away with it, if I'm honest. Grisdale stages unfortunately cancelled yesterday with the excessive snowfall up there, but Donington's had a smattering here. Yeah, as you can see from the cameras, we have camera 1 and camera 2 out there this morning on the infield section. We have had snowfall, not too much though. We're just waiting for the first cars to come into view, and that should be the new Citroen C3 Rally 2 of Michael Igoe and Will Atkins. We're based in the service park here, and we know that they've just had a big spin on the start-finish straight. We could hear that over the time. Mr. Woodford bringing us the action from the control tower up there. So Michael Igoe and Will Atkins, first cars coming into view any time now. They're being chased down by current Circuit Rally Championship champions John Griffiths and Emma Morrison in their Ford Fiesta R5. Paul Murrow and Callum Cross then in car 3. That's the similar Ford Fiesta R5. And then we look at the Hyundai of Ollie O'Donovan, Jack Morton, and then Martin Hodgson and Tony Jones, if Tony's here. I know he was struggling yesterday up in the Lake District, so I'm hoping Tony's managed to make it. So, just having a little look at what's going on. Mark Jasper makes a welcome return to the championship in the 6R4. Look forward to seeing that car out shortly. He's been out warming the engine, just getting some heat into the car, ready for the first stage this morning. So it's 2 laps around the circuit in reverse direction, effectively. So you first start the stage off here at stage 1 and 2. Same layout for both. You head out from the start line of the stage down to the sort of, I think they call it the tarmac C, don't they, or something like that here at Donington. It's a great big car park, and they go off down the back of the car park down to where the Download Festival is based, before looping back up around the car park and then out onto the circuit, going wrong direction around the circuit here, which will be a novelty to a lot of the drivers, certainly the likes of Michael Igoe, coming from a GT racing background. Wouldn't be used to going around the circuit the wrong way, so it'll be interesting to see how he tackles things. After the second lap, they then peel off into the infield section, which is a gravel section of stage. The section of the stage was very loose yesterday. We were in there checking out and setting up the banners and that for yesterday. And yeah, the gravel was slippy in places. There was quite a bit of ice that had been running across, well, water that had been running across the road that had frozen, and it was causing a few issues, or will cause a few issues. But hopefully by the time the guys get there this morning, the ice may have thawed slightly, so we shall see. Anyway, but yeah, waiting on car 1 to come into view, see if the time lost by Michael and Will with that spin isn't too significant. So a little look down the order. We've got around about 90 competitors to enjoy through the stages this morning, and then this afternoon again 2 live streams for you. Second one will be going live this afternoon after a lunch break, where we'll be bringing you all the action from stages 5 and 6, where hopefully it'll have warmed up a little bit. That'll be nice, won't it? So a big shout out to the live stream sponsors then this morning, Williams Auctions and Kiss Dental, for their continued support with the live streaming for this championship. It's great to have those guys on board. A little bit of information then for you around the event, as we turn our attentions to the first car. It's a Northside Truck and Van. I've been helping partner this event now for the last few years. It's great to have them on board. go, looking now. You can see Michael's struggling for grip. John Griffiths, Emma Morrison have caught the C3. You can just see how treacherous it is. Fiesta running a much wider line through the gravel infield section, tippy-toeing their way through. And at the end of this gravel section, there's actually a very tight and twisty tunnel to go through. The tunnel itself is straight, but the approach and the exit of the tunnel is very, very narrow. So that'll certainly be interesting. That'll keep people on their toes this morning. Well, there you go, just to give you an idea of what these conditions are like. We're used to seeing these cars absolutely flat out, and as you can see, it's a little bit steady this morning on this snow and ice. Certainly with tarmac tyres on as well. Just dancing these Rally 2 cars, R5 cars, through these treacherous conditions. One man who won't need to worry too much about the conditions, Ollie O'Donovan in the Hyundai. He'll be an expert at driving with his rallycross background, flicking the car around. Jack Morton making his way down from Drysdale overnight to partner Ollie in this stunning looking Hyundai. Had problems at Cadwell Park with a fire in the back of the car, had to put them out of the event, and it needed some significant work by the team to get that car back up and running, but a great job was done. Interview, and just getting the car stopped at the top of the hill. It's a sneaky one. Oh, we don't want watching the live stream, Paul Murrow and Callum Cross almost coming into the back of Ollie O'Donovan there. So Ollie's obviously caught Paul and gone past, then had a stall as they came up the hill. Ooh, really wide, really wild and leery from Ollie O'Donovan, still struggling for grip as it goes out of shot there. Fantastic pictures coming through. So you can see already into the event, we're only 4 cars in and we're having plenty of dramas already. So that was Michael Igoe with a spin and being caught by John Griffiths, and then Paul Murrow also having some dramas and being caught by Ollie O'Donovan at the past. For them both to have a little bit of fun then going through the gravel. Next up then, this is David Welsh and Andrew Smith in the Subaru Impreza. Seem to have that car dialed in quite well. Certainly look quicker. The top surface of ice and gravel seem to just be working their way off the cars now. Yeah, sorry, off the road now. It's hard than it looks, this. Paul makes it look dead easy. There we go then. Another 1 to 4 foul of the crest with the 90 left. David Welsh. Got the cars now arriving back in service. Alex Stubbs and Rhys Edwards in their Escort, another of the Williams Auctions cars, just having a little bit of information passed on to them. I like that. That's nicely done. Will Atkins just passing on some information and telling them where it's slipping, where it isn't. I imagine the whole circuit is pretty slick out there. The tractors were out this morning. They were ploughing the straights in the circuit this morning to give the drivers maximum grip in these conditions. But Michael safely back in the garage. We'll catch up with the crews after this next stage. We'll concentrate on the footage at the minute from the stages, and then we'll turn our attentions to some interviews as the cars head back into service after the second stage. So this will be a handful. Even in the dry, this is not the car you need today for certain. James Garner and Jordan Joins in the Darien GTR. Really struggling for grip there, car number 8. It's been a case of getting by this morning and hope the conditions will improve. Car number 9, Joshua Davey and Tamsin Davey in the, not the Darien T90. I was going to say it says Darien T90. It certainly isn't a Darien T90. They'll be glad to be out of that one. And they've got Alistair Stables and Neil Jones right behind them in that lovely looking Chevette HSR. So it's all going off here. We're expecting there to be reasonable sized gaps throughout the field. As you can see, it's all concertinaing up. If you're watching these fantastic views of Donington Park, just a little bit of information for you. The last time the stages ran like this was actually the opposite direction in the World Rally Championship. That was in 1995 when Mackinnon, Ericsson and McRae rounded out the top 3. And we actually saw a cool photo yesterday of one of the Megane Coupes coming along the section where the cameras are today. It was like a sort of before and now style shot. That was really cool to see. It was posted by the rally itself, so get yourselves on Facebook and have a look at that. It was quite a spectacle seeing the stages as they were and as they are now. Okay. So, who have we got now with us? Car number 15. Try and get an updated entry list up because I've got conflicting reports. So this is Stefan Morris with Chris Ridge, the Ludlow Castle Motor Club members in their 2-litre Mark II. Trying to find some traction out there on the gravel. So the cars leave the camera location at camera 1, and then they'll head along a straight. They'll go up over a crest, and they come into view, where the cars then have to turn square left on top of the crest. It's a nasty little corner actually. We'll catch some out there, and a stall by the looks of it as well. Maybe just kept the engine going, just missing the gear maybe. But, Stefan Morris keeping that car on the road, that's the main thing. Car number 17 then, that's Tim Baker, another of the Ludlow Castle Motor Club members. And he's got Neil Hallworth alongside him in that Talbot Sunbeam. Coming thick and fast then is Ian Barclay and Will Barclay in that Darien GTR. I imagine we'll start to see times that are getting quicker and quicker as the more of the ice and snow is kicked away by these cars. Certainly seem to be picking up the pace, some of these later runners. We saw how tentative and how steady Michael Igo was in that car number 1. Hopefully a little bit more grip out there for the second stage, which we'll be bringing you very shortly. So stay with us. We'll have a catch up with the drivers and co-drivers at the end of that one and see how everyone's finding it. So more cars coming through to the finish then now. Alistair Stables makes his way out in the Chevette. The usual looking Lotus Elise. Don't see too many of them on the stages. Light bar across the roof of that Elise, lighting his way up tonight when we go into the darkness. Car 21, that's Andrew Turner and John Cope. I saw John in the cafe this morning getting a coffee. Immaculate looking pristine white Mark II Escort, running in Class D. Fortunately didn't finish at Cadwell, so looking for a decent result here. Next interview and down the hill. Two together. Car 22 then, another of the Class D runners. This is Anthony Allery and Richard Bonner. Dancing the escort along the stages. It looked like Ashley Furlong following him through as well, with Fiona Crump alongside in that little Renault Clio. Yeah, there you go. So keep an eye on them as they come into view. Commenting from John Stone. Mums and Metro 6R4, last leading an event. Go on, Mark and Don. Good question. Is that a little hint there, John, by any chance? We haven't seen any results yet. Have you? Are you watching the live timings come through? If you are, that gives me the impression we may have a 6R4 on the top of the timings. Great to see everyone joining us this morning. So thank you very much for getting up on a Sunday morning and joining us here for all the action on special stage from round 3 of the MGJ Circuit Rally Championship at Donington Park. A very cold, very wet Donington Park. Not quite the crisp, snowy morning we were hoping for when the forecast came through. Family back home in Cheshire. They've been out playing and making snowmen this morning. You can't do that here. So next up then we have the BMW coming down the hill into view. This is Clive Hitchman and David Hackney and the E36 Coupe. Definitely more grip on that hairpin now. Now that ice and snow has been removed and the slush, certainly more grip for these later runners. Back to four-wheel drive power then with car 26. Sam Gendy and Samantha Bartlett. Local crew in their Mitsubishi Evo 9. Watching the E36 dance its way around the top end of the car parks. And then losing the back end of it. Just having a little wobble, get off the racing line on that straightaway up to the tunnel. Causes some problems. The Mitsubishi of Sam, no problems there for them. Car 28. That is Chris Grundy and Steve Grundy. Again, local crew from the Duke Cruise Motor Club. Running in Class D, 2-litre Pinto RS Escort. Almost invisible in the white, isn't it, the snow? Jamie McBain making a comment there. Wish I was out, but I'm sat in Barbados in the sun. You want to send some over this way, do you, by any chance, Jamie? We could do a little bit. It's very chilly here. It doesn't feel quite as cold, actually, as it has been with the ice. But it's certainly cool, I can tell you. Big shout out to the two camera guys out there today. I'll have cold hands by the end of this one, I can guarantee that. Another of the BMWs there, this is Justin Middleton and Matthew Faulkner in the 3-litre BMW M3. Struggling for grip out of the hairpin. Car number 30 making his way through as well then. Finished 29th at Cadwell. So we see the 30 here. Peter Outram and Gemma West in their Mark II. And they've got Daniel Poole and Chris Coombs chasing them down in the little Corsa. Crew finished 14th overall. Great performance actually at Cadwell, finishing first in class as well. But, yeah, a bit of a giant performance in that little Corsa. As you can see from the footage, they're slowly reeling in the rear-wheel drive Escort in front of them. Next up, it's the BMW 1 Series. It's car 32 of Simon Belcher and Kerry Pullen. And they have the first of the MX-5s following them through as well. So 30-second starts these cars are having. And you can see lots of shuffling going on. Paul Sheard and Colin Stevens chasing them down. Car 33 of Ian Jarvis and Harry Walshaw making their way into view in that Mitsubishi Evo 9, sponsored by Super Yachts. Should go well today. Taking some time out of those two-wheel drive cars in front. Car 35 then, that's Nigel and Catherine Brain. 17th overall finish at Cadwell. It was good to see the Mazda MX-5s out. Quite a few that make their way around the championship. We just see Ian Jarvis just having a little stop there. Not sure if he had a problem, but seems to come to a halt for some reason. Difficult to make out the issues here. But, back up and running again now. Seriously slippy up that road, isn't it? As you can see, the Brains there just losing the grip as they got it back to the road just about. So even in a straight line, the car's really struggling for grip up that gravel road up at the back as they head towards the tunnel. The car that's really pushing on actually is the next to the MX-5s. Past Cameron James' location, that's car 37, Paul Gorge and Harriet Worth. Let's see how they tackle this next sort of sequence of bends in the car park up at the top of the circuit. Have them into view. And a spin, yeah, so they were pushing on, a half spin. Got away with that one. First of the minis then, car 38. That's George Clark and Stephen Moises. Keep an eye on that MX-5. Yeah, going well. I think the little mini should go well today. It'll be suited for this. Next up then, Chris Dakin and Michael Weeks from the RAF Motorsport Club, Motorsport Association. This is actually a round of the Inter-Services Championship or Challenge that the Armed Forces run. I don't know too much about this. We're going to try and catch up with probably Chris actually, if we can, later in the day and find out exactly what this little challenge or championship is about. Armed Forces, including the RAF, the Army and the Navy, all get together and have a little bit of a friendly competition list, let's say. It doesn't turn out too friendly, I can assure you. We've already had some words across the car park. But yeah, great to see these guys out and enjoying themselves in a variety of cars as well. So great to see all these either ex-forces or current forces members out competing and looking after the cars back at service as well. It's run by the cars and the crews are all run by the armed forces as well, so it's a real team effort by everybody. Next interview then, car number 40. And that's Russell. Unfortunately, the photograph of the entrance doesn't give me his full name. Brilliant. Yeah, Russell Mason and Charlie Mason. Sorry, guys, in their full escort. Just have to sack my researcher. I always have to do a big shout out. Mr. Woodford sorts me out with a lot of information for these events, so a big thank you to him. And then, even worse for the crew behind, because we've got nothing on that one at all. So car 41 is Matt Wheeler and Robbie Sanford. Position C2 Max. And they've got David Turner and James Turner, M-Class members in their Ford Escort, chasing them down. So we're seeing already there's quite a few cars making, or crews making a charge, and some that are really struggling for grip out there. It's, if you're brave, you can really make up some time in these conditions. Some crews prefer sliding the cars through. You see the Escort with all its lights ablaze. That looks great, doesn't it? Look at that. Just gives you an idea of what the conditions are like here. It's early morning in the Midlands. A little bit of fog around the circuit. Great to see all the lights ablaze on the front of that Escort. So, car 45 then, Andy Wright and Nigel Powell in the Civic EP3. Pushing on, going well. Heading up to the spectator point. And they've got four-wheel drive Subaru Impreza Power chasing them down in the form of Dean Hinkling and Sean Sellers. Next up then, car 47, Alex Stubbs and Reese Edwards. Alex was getting a little bit of information passed down from Will Atkins earlier on, a little bit of helpful hand, and they came back out of the stage. He'll know the tricky spots. Great to see the Subaru being thrown along the stage. Just catching up with that stream there, brilliant to see. Car 46, that's Keith Anglesey and Christine Pearson in the BMW Compact, regulars on the Circuit Championship. Always good to see this crew out. Let's see how they are getting on. So they didn't compete at Cadwell, finished 51st overall and 17th in class at Alton Park, and currently 8th, equal 8th in the D class for the championship. But, yeah, like I say, always a pleasure to see these guys out, Broughton and Bretton Motor Club members. In fact, Alex Stubbs was actually in front of Keith Anglesey, so we're looking at the live stream there. David Seagal and Denise Gubbins have had a spin in their Ford Escort, and that is going to be stuck by the looks of it. It's not going to come off that grass very easy at all. It was wet last night. Yeah, crew climbing out the car. It was very wet last night, and yeah, I don't think they're going to get that out unless it was completely frosty and frozen. The grass was very, very slippy. That's a real shame to see the crew out on the grass like that. Hopefully we'll be able to rally some marshals together and get that car pushed out of the way. 3 together then, making their way past that Escort. We're also looking at car 52 at the same time. and that's Phil Bruce and Cam Cleland from the RAF, Royal Air Force, in that little KA. So a real shame for the crew in car 43, David and Denise. We'll hopefully get that car back onto the road. The marshals don't seem too fussed by that. Next up then, Alfa Romeo, car 53, David Barbara and Christian Davies. Alfa Romeo 33 P4, 2 litres of Italian power. We had an Alfa Romeo out last week on the Roger Abbott Clark Rally, which was nice to see. The Giulietta being driven by an Italian crew, I think, if I remember rightly. If you were listening last week, I always like seeing different cars, a variety of cars out on the stages, so the Alfa Romeo is always a welcome addition. David Large and David Ottaway next up then in the Ford Escort. And they have a Renault Clio by the looks of things right behind them. And that will be Michael Bowell and Izzy Lawrence. In the 2.4 litre Clio, they've taken some time out of the Escort. See if they can get past on the straight. Under braking for that tricky left-hander at the top of the hill. Into view on camera 2. So the Clio's just behind still. It's very narrow in a minute, so it will be... there we go, good man. Very sporting. David Large allowing the Clio through. Well done, guys. Next up, we turn our attentions to the MG. Alan Jackson and Ian Faulkner. These guys have swapped seats. They were doing each other's jobs at Cadwell Park. Ian having a drive and Alan guiding him round at the stages. Finished 42nd overall and 8th in class, so they're going to see if they can improve on that here and work out who should be driving and who should be navigating. So you just saw Harry David Pinchin and Colin Jenkins go through in their Citroen C2 as well. It's the turn of the 206. GTI 180 of Ivan Thomas and Owen Thomas from the Typhy Valley Motor Club. And similar weather to up here down in South Wales over the last couple of days, so I'm getting a little bit of practicing on the way here in the van. Standard looking 206, but going well. Two together then. We're looking for car 58, and that is Matthew Arnold and Ellie Arnold. Trying to find some traction, and we've got the Ford Fiesta. Oh no, Citroen Saxo, sorry, I thought it was an early Fiesta then. Citroen Saxo following them through. And that is Connor Powell and Gary Powell, another crew from Wales. Next up then, it's another of the Minis. Mark Norwood and Thomas Marriott. Making their way through. As we see the marshals trying to get this escort back out onto the stage. It's struggling a bit. It's so wet underfoot. It looks like nothing, doesn't it? It looks like it had just pushed straight back off there, but yeah, you can see. So, car 63 making their way through. There's another of the MGs. Michael Windsor and Daniel Yeats in their blue ZR. Making their way up to the scene of the crime. Chasing down that BMW Mini as well at the same time. Just see that power that MG ZR's got. Look at the speed he went past that BMW. Fantastic to see that. Get stopped for the next corner, boys. First of the Nissan Micras then. This is car 64. Chris Worrell and Jonathan Hudson. 1400 Nissan Micra. Guys down from Yorkshire, Sheffield and Hallamshire Motor Club members. I imagine that'll be a little nimble car this weekend around the infield. A good little car to have. Make some time up on the gravel that will this weekend here. Oh, that's the way to do it. Throw the little Micra around. Fantastic to see. Great bit of driving there from Chris. Yeah, that was brilliant. Let's watch him up the straight here. And Marshall's trying to push the escort now forwards instead of backwards. 66 then, next car on the road for us. Simon Machin and John Quintrell in that Citroen Saxo. The escort is creeping ever so closer to the stage. Come on, boys, keep going, keep going. You've got it. That's it. Well done, guys. That's what we like to see. We don't want to see anybody stuck, especially on the first stage. Car 65. This is Lee Sellers and Michelle O'Connor in what can only be described as a bus of a car to have thrown around. A Triumph Mark II PI. What a machine to see out on the stages. A bit of a monster. That'll take some stopping. Martin Rumble and Andrew Newell next up in their RS2000 Mark I Escort. It's not quite out of the woods yet, is it, this Escort? Yeah, there we go, it is now. Great to see. Well done to the Marshals and the Orange Army. Let's get it fired up and off it goes. Thank you, guys, well done. Get out of the way nice and safe. We've got a hard charging Triumph coming towards you, knocking cones left, right and centre. Great to see. The guys in the escort will just be putting their belts back on, making sure everything's safe before they set off. We've lost enough time to not worry about losing a little bit more, so make sure everything's safe. Well done, boys. Car 70 then, interview next up. That's Simon Tassall and Rhys Brooks. Class C Mark II Escort. First time out this weekend on the Circuit Championship. And they've got 69, Brian Cartwright and Anthony Cartwright in their Ford Escort chasing them down. 1600 engine in the Escort, and another crew to have swapped seats actually, but this time from Alton Park. So Anthony was driving at Alton Park and Brian on the maps. We just saw car 67, Graham Bartle and Jennifer Bartle in their 206 making their way through as well. Very similar looking car to the boys from Wales earlier, isn't it? It's a bit less power in the second of the 206s. Next up then, we have another of the Mazda MX-5s. Peter Taylor and Charlotte Wainwright in their yellow and blue example. Just watching the live stream there for them. 24th overall and 6th in class. They finished at Cadwell Park. It's a very competitive class this for the MX-5, so it's not a bad result at all, that, 6th in class. Peter from Whitchurch Motor Club in Shropshire, and Charlotte travelling down from Ripon. Okay, next interview is section C2. VTS of Richard Fletcher and Cassie Romeo. Running slightly out of order, they should have been behind Peter. So whether they've had a little spin or a little problem. Going well now, I see. Good to hear the planes flying overhead from East Midlands Airport. There was a pause where they probably couldn't fly earlier with the weather. Kay Thompson making her way through with Robert Wiggins alongside. It's been a great performance so far this season from the crew in the Micra. A 56th overall at Alton Park with 2nd in class, and then a 45th overall with a 1st in class at Cadwell Park. Kay really flying at Cadwell, loves that circuit. Great to see her going well in Class F. Next up, rattling along in car 92, it's the little Mini, and that is Callum Powell and Danny Powell. Like a little go-kart this morning for those guys. Won't be an issue around the circuit. Some more modern machinery now with car 75. That is the Ford Fiesta of Evan McKill and Duncan Lilwall. Another of the Armed Forces teams. We've got a little gaggle of them actually coming through now. Adam Jones and then Benjamin Deronda making their way through. They're all part of the Inter-Services Challenge. Good looking car, that Fiesta, isn't it? So we're skipping the Armed Forces team slightly down to Ian Broadfoot and David Rowley in their Ford Escort. WRC rear spoiler on the back of it. That looks like Benjamin Deronda and Peter Beaumont in the MGZR making their way through. And then this is Adam Jones and Craig Teasdale, the third of the Armed Forces teams in that little group. Then we have the little 106, car number 80 of Joe Harwood and Liam Jolton. Finished 56th overall at Cadwell Park, which is not a bad effort at all, really, that. 13th in class. The 106 GTI car. Have another one coming through now. In fact, we do. That's car 81 of Glyn Thomas and Owain Thomas in in their 106 rally. Giving 300 cc's to the car in front of him, similar Peugeot, but in these conditions probably won't make too much of a difference. Car 83, that's Liam Mazzatelli and Mark Mazzatelli in the Mark II Escort. And they look like they've passed John Hunt and Adam Quinn from Farnborough and District Motor Club. Honda Civic. So, tricky conditions out there. You can see from the cameras, it's very cold, very slippy, a bit murky as well. So, it won't be much fun out there today for all the marshals, radio crews, and rescue crews, all the volunteers that are here at Donington Park this weekend, giving their time to support the events. And obviously, without them, we purely couldn't go rallying. So it's a big thank you and a hats off to all you guys out there. If you can hear me whilst in your vehicles around the site, maybe your rescue vehicles. I know on the Rod Robert Clark rally last week, we were up with the rescue unit in My Heron on the Friday, and they were sat ready to spring into action with special stage on the TV, watching all the coverage. So if you're out there watching or you're streaming on your phones from around the circuit, thank you very much for all your efforts and everything you do for the sport. It is very much appreciated by everybody. And, with us having the platform to give you those thanks, we like to do it and make sure that everyone is aware that the job you do is extremely important. Two together then. First up is the Nissan Micra of car 84, and that is Marina Miller and Ian Davidson. A little 1 litre. It's got its hands full, trying to keep the 205 at bay. That is car 86. Martin Scully and John Leckenby in that 205 GTI. Car 87 is next up, and that is Andy Yeomans and John Shepherd in the Mark II. So we're getting towards the end of the live stream now for the first stage. Stay with us, we won't be going anywhere. Stage 2 will be coming up almost immediately as we look at the stunning little Alfa Romeo of Bill Douglas and Matt Cooper in the 1300 GT. It's great to see out on the stages, isn't it? Look at that. Be at home in the ice and the snow this morning. Car 89. That's James Palmer-Smith and David Palmer-Smith, local crew in their Corsa. They finished 51st overall at Cadwell and second in class, so a great performance from those boys. Car number 90, that's Nick Wilkins and Josh Humphreys. Mark 1 Golf GTI. I've got my eyes peeled for Raj Kainth and Arjun Kainth, a crew that I've actually got to know a little bit over the last year or two. Father and son team, which I met at Down Ampney. Here they come, met in Down Ampney earlier last year. Told me they were building a 205. Looking forward to getting out there, and great to see them actually out on an event. Been talking to him this morning as well. Lovely, lovely family. fantastic to watch. There we go, look at that, looking good as well. That car's nice, isn't it? Look at that. Going well. Car 91, Raj and Arjun Kane, Quinton Motor Club guys, put a lot back into the sport. We've seen them a lot now marshalling out on the stages, including last week over in Crooken on the Roger Albert Clark Rally. So great to see them going strong. We'll try and catch up with those guys throughout the morning. So like I say, we are, I think we're done actually now, thinking about it. Callum Powell came through earlier in the Mini, and Darryl Taylor was through much earlier on, running a lot higher up in car 93. So that should be it for competitors for the first stage. Stay with us right here on Special Stage, as we will bring you all the action from Stage 2 in a very short while. We will go and have a little wander around and see if we can catch up with a few people in service before we all go live again with the stages. So stay where you are, put the kettle on, watch the adverts, and we'll be back with you very soon.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Okay, welcome back everybody. I am positioned trackside currently, as you may be able to hear, as we see John Griffiths and Emma Morrison making their way up the circuit in the wrong direction. I know, I'm very aware you can't see that. I'm based just trackside at the minute as we wait to interview the crews at the end of the stage. So while we wait for the cars to come through to the camera points around the stage with Jamie and Luke, I'll give you a little bit of an insight into what is going on. Michael Igoe, Will Atkins blasting past me in that stunning looking Citroen C3 Rally 2. Leading the way after one stage then this morning, Mark Jasper and Don Wyatt setting a time of 10:41 in these treacherous conditions. Some big gaps throughout the leaderboard and some real giant-killing performances as well. We have David Welsh and Andrew Smith second up in the Subaru Impreza. Now they had a little bit of a stall with us this morning, but still setting an incredible time. Obviously the top surface, the slush, the ice, and some of the snow clearing away to allow these sort of lower runners a little bit of a chance. David Welsh taking that with both hands. Another giant-killing performance, even more so really, first of the two-wheel drive crews, Ashley Furlong and Fiona Crump in the, pretty sure it's a little Clio. Car 23 this is. Yeah, 2-litre Renault Clio, going really well. And it'll be difficult for them to keep the pace now that the circuit is becoming, let's say, more reliable, more predictable, now that a lot of this slush has disappeared. Second time round then for John Griffiths. That is what a lap of Donington Park in reverse is like from a timing point of view. We'll make one more route around the circuit before diving into the infield, where Jamie will pick up the action for you as they come off the circuit. So here is second place going past. It's the roar of the Subaru Impreza of David Welsh, Andrew Smith. Fourth up in the timings then, setting a time of exactly 11 minutes, Ollie O'Donovan, Jack Morton in that Hyundai R5. And then John Griffiths and Emma Morrison setting a time 1 second further back. Paul Sheard, Colin Stevens setting a fantastic time in the MX-5, going really well. Further 6 seconds behind with a time of 11:07 in car 34. Brutal sounding Hyundai, doesn't sound fantastic. Next up, have a listen to this. This is the 6R4 of Mark Jasper and Don Wyatt. Glorious sounding Metro 6R4 making its way up the start-finish straight here at Donington Park for the round 3 of the MCJ Circuit Rally Championship. I have to say, it hasn't warmed up at all. It's very, very cool here. So that's the second lap complete now for Fiesta crew of John Griffiths and Emma Morrison. Currently lying in fifth place as they start this stage, but running first on the stage. Michael Igoe all over the back of the Subaru. This is where his GT racing experience will plan out as they disappear up the straight. We can't quite see them from here, but that was a real slipstreaming moment there. A real handful this morning. The Darien making its way past us. Car number 8, James Garner. Jordan joins way down on the times, but hopefully with the conditions improving, things will get a little bit easier for them. Darryl Taylor trying to fend off Ollie O'Donovan. It's Richard Weaver. Very shortly, he will have the current event winner making his way past. So, glancing over to the inside of the circuit then, I'm just going to have a quick look to see at Redgate where we are. Here comes John Griffiths off the circuit then. Through the gate, onto the gravel, splashing his way through the puddles into the hairpin left. Making his way straight towards the camera point now. A little bit steady on the gravel again. Must still be very slippy out there for these R5s. Down the hill and away towards the hairpin. And John and Emma will be joining us here at the end of stage in around about 3 minutes' time. We will make our way to the passage control to have a chat. Michael and Will in that Citroen, tentatively dancing their way through the stage as well onto the gravel, going well. Looked like they might have made a little bit of time actually on John Griffiths and Emma Morrison there. But, good to see. So I'm just going to watch a couple more cars here. I can almost commentate from this spot and be in sync with the cameras, which is nice. Nice to see a little bit of stage action live. Ollie O'Donovan then making his way off the circuit onto the gravel. The British rallycrosser knows just what it's like to drive in these conditions. Quick flick of the handbrake. Comes straight towards you. Away down the hill. Going well. Metro 6R4's pulled out around about 5-6 seconds over Richard Weaver in that R5 Ford Fiesta. As we wait for our next competitor to come into the infield, and this is Paul Murrow and Callum Cross. Car number 3. Okay, so we're going to now make our way through the holding area and await the arrival of John Griffiths and Emma Morrison as they come down the pit lane to take their time. We'll position ourselves now so that we can have a little chat with these guys as they come in. Had a special request this morning from John Stone, so I'll do my best, John, at making myself look a fool. Okay, we'll just let them get their time. We'll try and have a quick chat with these guys as they come into the end of stage 2. John, how are the conditions out there this morning?
First stage on the circuit it wasn't too bad. Off the circuit it was just you were just a passenger most of the time. 2 spins, hitting barriers. That run was it was good. It was really good. So we're taking.
Thank you very much, guys. Good luck. We'll see you later on. Thank you. That's John Griffiths and Emma Morrison opening proceedings here in the Ford Fiesta R5. We'll wait now for Michael and Will making their way through. I'll have a very quick chat with Michael. Not always a fan of talking, so we'll just be very quick if he'll allow it. Here we go. Thank you very much. Michael, improvement in conditions out there?
Yeah, definitely a lot better than the first stage. Yeah, slightly different tyre choice there, and yeah, it felt a lot better that time.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you later on. Take care, boys. The immaculate, lovely-looking C3 Rally 2 had a little bit of an issue earlier on. Good to see it going again. Always great to speak to Ollie. Just adjusting his helmet. We'll give him a second. How was that, Ollie?
Interesting. Much better than the first run. First run was very unpredictable. Now you can actually see the line, so if you stay on the wet track, it's actually okay.
There you go, a little bit more predictability now. Thank you very much. Good luck for this afternoon. Take care, boys. Fantastic to see the Hyundai back out and running again after the issues at Cadwell Park. We'll have a quick chat with Paul. Coming thick and fast now. Paul, conditions improving now for stage 2. How have you found it?
Yeah, a lot better. A lot better. We did disaster on first one, so.
Just a bit of time. Was that a spin or a stall?
Spin, tyres, all sorts.
All good now. That's great to see. Brilliant. Thank you very much, boys. All the best. We have a Rudolph on the front of the car. We'll dash round, we'll dash round, we'll dash round. Not used to be on the other side. Keeping me fit, this is running round cars. Here's Dave. How are we getting on, Dave?
Enjoying it. It's somewhat slippy, but it's good. The Citroen caught us on that last bit, so we weren't quite as quick, but really enjoying it still. So.
Did you let him pass and have to follow his lines then?
Yeah, but I want to get to the end.
I don't blame you. Tricky conditions out there. Well done, boys. Keep it up. Dave Welsh and Andy Smith in the Subaru Impreza. They were second fastest after the first one this morning. So going well for the crew. Back to the other side of the car then, as we await our next crew. This is car 93, Darrell Taylor. Darrell, how are the conditions out there? How are you finding it?
Once we put the Michelins on, yeah, it was much better stage that time. Had 3 big offs on the first one, so we lost a lot of time, but we got back in it there. Yeah. All right then.
Darrell, thank you very much. Good luck for this afternoon. 3 spins then in the first stage for Darrell Taylor, and unfortunately, Mr. Stone, Mark Jaspers just sneaked past the back of us there. We will catch up with Mark very shortly, I promise. We've missed him there. He's dashed past us as we were talking to Darrell. So, next up for us, Martin Hodgson. We'll have a quick chat with Martin. Door open on the Escort. Martin, how's it finding it out there with 2-wheel drive?
Very slippy. Very slippy. First stage was a mess for us, but they were all right. It's getting better.
I imagine co-driver's just pleased to see less snow, isn't he?
We just our car start laughing.
Well, that's great to hear. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys. We'll catch up with you later on. Brilliant to see. Martin Hodgson with co-driver Tony Jones, stuck in Grisdale yesterday in all the bad weather up there, so great to see them arrived safe and sound and going well so far. That was a bit fast and frantic, wasn't it? Great to have everyone coming through. Lots of smiles in the cars. Seen plenty of issues this morning with cars having moments left, right and centre. Very, very slippy conditions, as you can see and imagine. And one crew that will certainly have found it difficult this morning is the Darien crew of James Garner and Jordan Joins. Serious power in this little Darien. Let's have a very quick chat with James. James, won't open the door. How was that for you in a car like this? Make it a little bit easy. How's that? How was that for you in a 2-wheel drive car with this sort of power?
It's a lot better than first time round. Obviously, first time round, there was a lot of snow on the ground. It was terrible, but we went a bit better that time, but still an handful.
Okay, great stuff. Hopefully, as the day goes on, the conditions might improve a little bit more and you might find a little bit more traction. So, fingers crossed for you. All the best for this afternoon, guys. Take care. Thank you. Well done. Next up into the finish then for us of stage 2, this is Alistair Stables and Neil Jones. Welcome along, Alistair. How's the Chevette handling these conditions?
Yeah, pretty happy after 2 stages.
Lots of fun in there, I imagine.
It's really slippery.
Yeah, I bet. Good stuff. Well, we won't hold you. Thank you very much. Get back in service. Take care, guys. Well done. Car number 11. This is Philip House. Philip, how's it going out there?
It's good. I mean, there's loads of grit now. It's completely clear. So it's just push on now, really, and just see what we can do for the rest of the day. I think we did all right then, but we'll see when we get back in.
Difficult to judge in these conditions, but great to see the car at the end of stage 2. We'll catch up with you guys later on. Thank you, guys. Who have we got next then at car number 14? This is Paul Morgan. How are we, Paul? How's the little Honda getting on?
Thank you, yeah, not bad, all good.
And the crew inside the car doing all right as well?
Just about, I think, yeah, just about. It's just so slippy out there, it's just doing what you can with what you got.
Yeah, great stuff. Well, we'll let you get back into service, get you warmed up, take care. Thank you guys, well done. Crew from the Heart of England Rally Championship, going well in the little Honda. Story of the day really, isn't it? Everyone finding it extremely difficult. This is Stefan Morris. Stefan with Mr. Ridger alongside. How's it going out there, guys, in the Escort?
Yeah. First stage, so we're just easing our way in.
Yeah, now the sort of slush and snow is sort of starting to melt away a little bit. It's just a bit wet out there, probably a bit more grip for you.
There's more grip out there this time, yeah, definitely.
A bit more predictable. Great to hear. All the best. Take care, guys. Well done. See you soon. Morris Autos Escort Mark II. Okay, so having a quick look at the entry to find out who's coming next. We have got the Talbot Sunbeam, Tim Baker and Neil Hallworth. Tim, lovely looking car. How are you getting on out there?
Much better.
Better this time round, bit more traction, a bit more predictability.
The slush is pretty much gone now, so feel a bit better. It's still a bit twitchy.
Yeah, and obviously quite a bit of gravel in this section, really, in this stage as well.
Just crawling through the gravel. I think I could walk faster.
Well, if it's any help, a lot of cars are like that as well on there when we're watching it.
Something with no weight over the back wheels is
it's going to need a wash when you get back in it. This it's nice and bright and white. Thank you guys, all the best. We'll see you later on. Tim Baker caught up in my wires here. Car number 16. This is Ian Barkley in the Darien. Not really the car for these conditions. Ian, how are you finding it?
We had 2 spins on the first stage. We missed a chicane on this stage, but no, it's fun. It's drying up. It's getting better. First stage couldn't get the power down at all. But
more predictable is probably the surface, the conditions now. You can sort of judge where the grip levels are.
Yeah, well, we spun on the main straight. Just putting the foot down in the back end just skips out on the first stage. This one's better. I'll dry it.
Good. Yeah. All the best for later on then. Take care, guys. Well done. Tim Baker in car 17. The Mad Max looking. Oh, it's got some damage here. Oh, was it? A good one yesterday. Oh, you're glutton for punishment. 2 events in 2 days. The little Lee's doing all right for you?
She's doing brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's very slippery out there, but yeah, we're doing well.
Brilliant. Good stuff. We won't hold you up. Thank you very much, guys. Well done. Take care. We'll see you soon. Car number 20 coming thick and fast. Trying to make sure I've got everyone's names on here. This is Chris. Hi, Chris. How's it going out there? You all right?
A little bit better on that one. We had some grip. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it's good.
More predictable with the surface changes and that now. What's the gravel sections like? Are they okay?
This morning, absolutely like ice and marbles. Now it's actually like you'd expect it to be. It's a little bit gravelly and slippery, but yeah, no, I enjoyed that one a lot more. Yeah, it's good.
Up a little bit now, so a little bit easier to judge. Well done, guys. Going strong. Thank you. Andy Gwynn, a man who knows his way around rally stages. I'm sure you've been here before lots of times. How are you finding it, Andy?
Well, yeah, interesting. This is the third outing for the car, but first in the wet and the snow and the ice and all the rest of it. So we're finding it really, well, challenging, put it that way. But no, I haven't been here since '97 when they had the Network Q rally here. So there wasn't any grip there here then.
We were talking about that earlier on, actually, about the Network Q coming through in '95 with all the Ericssons and Mackinnons on the leaderboards and stuff. Nice to see it back here doing the bit of the gravel as well. Thank you very much for joining us, Andy. Well done. We'll catch you very soon. All the best. Andy Gwynn in the Gwynn Speed C2. Third time out, first time in the wet and the ice. Car number 21. We're going to get a little bit of a backlog here, so we're going to be very quick. Oh no, not Anthony. Andrew. Wrong person. I'm very well, thank you. How are you getting on?
Yeah, fine, just slippy. Had a stall in there on first hairpin, but we were 15 seconds quicker than first run, so we're happy.
Brilliant, great stuff, good to hear. Thank you very much. We'll bring them down. Move them along a little bit away from the time control. And this is Anthony. I've got the wrong escort, Anthony. Apologies. How are you finding that in there, guys?
It's a bit better that time, but the one before was horrendous. But it's a little bit better than what it was this morning. But
yeah, slippy this morning. I see everyone was having issues this morning, but you found it a little bit more consistent, the grip levels this time round?
Well, yeah, I think we're about a minute quicker. So we certainly, I don't know what we've done, but we've done something. But I've got a misfire as well, which is not helping.
Keep it on the circuit, and we'll see you this afternoon. Take care, guys. Thank you very much. Next up, Ashley Furlong. Open the door and have a very quick chat with Ashley. Ashley, giant killing performance on stage 1, flying along. Well done. How's he finding it? A little clear must be suited to these conditions.
Yeah, it's just that my main aim was not to spin on the first stage, so yeah. I think
that's probably doing it for you. That's yeah, we've had everyone telling us how slippy it was and how many spins they've had, so you've done well there to keep it in a straight line. Front wheel drive cars obviously proving the way forward. Thank you very much. Good luck this afternoon. Keep it up. Second overall in the little Clio going into the second stage. Plan not to spin. Sam, how are we finding it in the Evo?
Yeah, all good. First stage this morning was treacherous. It's definitely de-iced slightly. Still a little bit sketchy in places. The gravel's got more grip than the tarmac at the minute, but we're having fun.
More consistent feel about the surface now, so you can understand where those grip levels are. Thank you very much for talking to us. All the best for later on. We'll catch you again. Great to see the Evo pairing out. Car 25. Clive, first the BMW's through. How are we finding it?
Very slippy in the middle. Not so bad on the circuit, but you've just got to be so smooth on the power, because otherwise you're off on the grass and in the barriers.
They're keeping you on the toes here at Donington Park. Thank you very much, guys. See them again this afternoon as well. Chris, how are we doing? How's it going? All right?
It's okay. Very slippery, but it's a steady run.
Yeah, story of the morning, I think. That is slippy away. Yeah, that's the main thing. If you can get around today, you'll finish in a good position. Well done, guys. We'll catch you later. Thank you. Daniel Poole. Daniel's up next in the Corsa. How's it going, Daniel? How are you finding those grip?
Oh, first stage was horrendous, really slippy, but one of them, everyone's at the same boat, aren't they?
Yeah. Front wheel drive car, that little Clio ahead of you, Ashley Furlong's going really well, so it might be a day for the two-wheel drive, front wheel drive cars today.
Well, yeah, we'll just see. I'm not taking no silly risks. It's not worth smashing car, but we'll see. We'll probably get quicker through there, but
sensible approach, I like that. Good stuff. Well done, guys. Oh, hang on.
Shout out for Danny's OnlyFans page.
Of course you can. I'll give you the microphone. You can give it a big.
We want to shout out for Dan Poole's OnlyFans page.
There you go. If you find yourself bored with nothing to do after the special stage show, you can have a quick look at that. If that's what floats your boat. Peter, the Laser Tools Escort has made it to the end of stage 2. How's it out there?
A lot better that time. A lot more grip. Not so much snow about offline. So yeah, it were a lot better.
Good. First time using the tunnel for a long time here. How are you finding that? Is that very narrow out there?
Not too bad. You've just got to be aware that you can't be getting out of shape in there or anything like that. Just a nice straight line, and just make sure you don't clout yourself off either wall.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much. Well done. Car 24 then. Justin Middleton. Justin, welcome. I'm just going to put that under the camera. There we go. How are you finding it in the BMW?
I put the wrong tyres on the back for the first stage, so we dropped about 3-4 cars behind. That stage we've got the right tyres, still not the perfect tyres, but we're just having a bit of fun now. So.
I was going to say, I imagine it's a lot of fun in one of these cars out there. Thank you very much. We'll catch you later on. Keep it on the track. Great to see. Paul Sheard then. Another of the giant killing performances on stage 1 in the little Mazda MX-5. How are you finding it out there, Paul?
That's good. We got some just tyres that we managed to find in the yard at home, some snow tyres, and they work well in stage 1. Not so good just, so we'll be back on the wet soon. We had a bit of a pit problem with the isolator, but yeah, we're here to tell the tale.
Yeah. Excellent stuff, and no spins or anything like that?
Just been on the grass for a bit of fun, but other than that, no spins, no.
The show, I imagine, yeah? Of course, yeah. Thank you very much, Paul. Great to see. Paul Sheard does a lot with the MX-5 championships and the cars around the circuit championship. Always good to see Paul. Car 32. Simon Belcher. in the BMW 1 Series. How are you finding it, Simon?
Morning, gentlemen. Are we having fun? We sure are.
It's cold out here. We'd rather be in there, I think, with you.
Thermal underpant weather, I think, but happy as Larry, so brilliant.
Yeah, BMW weather, I would say this. Definitely.
Yeah, rear-wheel drive, having fun, grinning ear to ear.
Sideways in a straight line. Thank you, guys. Well done. We'll catch you later on. Simon Belcher in the 1 Series. Gold and orange wheels. Ian Jarvis next up for us in the Super Yacht Supplies Mitsubishi Evolution. How are we getting on out there?
It's a bit slippy.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. You
On the first one, but that was a lot better.
more grip this time round, though, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, we're finding a bit, yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. Keep it going. Well done, guys. That's Ian Jarvis and Harry Walshaw. Next up, car 35. This is Nigel and Catherine Brain. How are we, guys? How are we getting on?
Really good, thank you. Thank you guys for the REC coverage. It was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that's very kind of you, thank you.
My friend Martin wants to know where Paul got all his 1970s retro clothes from.
Oh, eBay probably. Knowing Woodford, he won't have paid a lot for it, would he, your dad? No chance. But how are you finding the conditions?
It's fantastic, loads of grip. Yeah, we're going to change the dry tyres now. No, it's slippy as hell.
I was going to say, loads of grip, you've got something going on right there then. Well done, guys, thank you very much. Car 35, the brains in there, Mazda MX-5, loads of grip. Not so sure that was quite correct. Paul, loads of grip, he says out there.
Yeah, it's suiting us well. It's a bit slippy in places, but we're loving it. This suits this car perfectly. We've got no power, and it's nimble as anything.
Yeah, a little go-kart here, rear-wheel drive go-kart, so have some fun in. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Thank you very much.
Well done on the coverage last week for the RAC. My niece, who is not interested in cars, was loving it, so...
Brilliant, that's very kind to hear, guys. Thank you very much, appreciate that. It's nice to hear the comments coming in from the crews at the end of the stage. That's brilliant. Thank you, Paul. Lots of shout-outs to us as well. Hey, I feel good about this. Nice interviewing these guys. How are we? First mini through, how are we getting on?
Yeah, not too bad. We decided to put the wets on this morning for obvious reasons, and it seems to be working all right. There's a lot more grip in that second stage than I thought there would be. So, no, good fun. Good.
So a good tyre choice from the crews. Well done, car 38. George Clark. Right tyres by the sounds of things. Tricky this morning for everybody in the ice, but making the right decision with the tyre choices. We have Barry with us here now in the Escort. How are we, Barry?
Very good, yeah. Really enjoying it. Really slippy. Perfect for an Escort.
Yeah.
It's top gear.
That's what we want to hear, sideways top gear. Oh, well, there you go then. Congratulations on having fun. Well done, guys. We'll catch you later on. Original Lombard Rally door plates on that looking Escort. Car 36, Chris Dakin over on the other side. Chris always does this to me. Always catches me out, does Chris, with his steering wheel on the wrong side of the car. Chris, how are we getting on?
Yeah, a bit slippy, and we've got a fuel pressure issue, so we're pushing on.
Right, we're not going to keep you then. Thank you very much. We'll come and catch you in service very shortly when the team will be working away, doing their magic. Thank you, Chris. One of the Inter-Service Cup crews, Chris Dakin. Car number 40 then. Russell Mason. A familiar colour scheme to the Escort. How are we finding them conditions, Russell?
Extremely slippy, but good for. Yeah, it's there's a little bit more grip than there was on stage one, but not a lot.
Is there anything you could have done differently with tyres or anything like that, or is it just basically suck it and see, really?
Yeah, suck it and see, to be honest with you, with the way it is out there.
Good stuff. All right then, boys. Well, good luck this afternoon. Take care. Have fun. We'll be catching up with you later. Thank you very much. Car 41. It's another of the Gwyn Speed Citroens. How are we, guys? How's it going out there?
Hell, it's slippery.
As bad as the first run?
No, better on this run, but it doesn't help the fact that I've only got inters on the back, so I am proper sideways everywhere.
Oh, right, sideways in the C2.
Just like teaching at rally school.
Yeah, there we go. Happy days. Teaching you to drive sideways at the rally school and at Donington Park. Thank you very much, guys. Well done. Crewing car 41. It's the Turners, Dave and Jamie Turner. Dave, how are we finding it out there in the Escort?
Really good. Better the second time round. Getting to really used to it now, but feels good. Yeah, really enjoying it.
What's it like using the tunnel? We haven't used that for a long time here.
I've been through it. A bit tight through there. Got to be a bit careful, especially coming out of the section before. There's a lot of water down first. But yeah, just care. That's all. Yep.
Okay, great stuff. Good bit of insight there for us. Thank you very much, guys. Good luck. Whoop, take the camera with you. That's Dave and Jamie Turner. It's a tricky little section towards the end of the stage with a tunnel. Very tight coming into the tunnel, but even tighter coming out of it. So the tunnel itself, not too bad. But the 90 right at the end, you have to be very, very careful guiding that car through those tyres. Car 45 then. Andy Wright and Nigel Powell making their way past, not wanting a chat. That's okay, no problem. Car 29 then. We'll flick back. This is the BMW M3. We unfortunately saw coming out of the stage late on. Andy Brinkley, how's it going, Andy? What happened?
We went off the first stage, the kitted it, it's like a bar of soap in a bath.
Very slippy, we're hearing by everybody. Didn't get nice to get off. Was it just beached or stuck on the grass to take it?
We got stuck in the gravel bottom of Old Hall. We just got too wide and on the slushy stuff, and we were just passengers after that.
Okay. No damage, good to see the car back out again. Lovely looking BMW, thank you very much. Good luck this afternoon, guys. Hopefully make their way up the leaderboard a little bit. Have a good push on this afternoon. So next up, car 47, this is Alex Stubbs. Alex, how are we getting on? I saw you getting some tips from Will just as you're about to head out for stage 1 this morning. I like that. How did it find it?
A lot better this time around. It's we found a bit more traction and everything, and increased our pace a bit. So like everybody else, I suppose.
A bit more predictability with the grip levels.
Yeah. As much as you can do in one of these. Yeah.
All right, keep pushing that Citroen. Take care. That's the Williams auction sponsored Mark II Escort of Alex Stubbs and Rhys Edwards. Next up then, the Subaru Impreza of Dean Hinklin. Dean, how are we finding it?
Absolutely brilliant.
Lots of fun out there.
Want more of the gravel section?
More gravel. I'm not sure there's too much more gravel here, but we've got as much as we can for you.
I need more. That's where the proper rallying is.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good to hear. Thank you very much. Going well in the Subaru. Nice to see it out. Excellent stuff. Dean Hickling. Keith Anglesey. Always a pleasure to speak to Keith. Big supporter of this championship. Hi, Keith. How's it going?
Not too bad. We touched a chicane then, but otherwise great. Gravel's quite slippy, but quite fun. Nice to go through the tunnel. Hasn't been done since, I don't think, the RAC was last year. So yeah, nice little feature.
Nice and tidy through the tunnel. It's very tight in the hearing around the corners afterwards.
Yeah, it is. Coming out of the tunnel's pretty tight, but dropping down to the hairpin at the bottom is lovely.
Good stuff. Fantastic to hear. Keith Anglesey. And the BMW having fun. We'll car 49 making its way past. We'll have a quick chat to Tony. Tony, how are we finding conditions?
Slippery to say the least, but yeah, no, it's getting there. I think it's just water now. A lot of water. A lot of the frost gone and stuff, and snow and stuff. But yeah,
the ice and slush seems to have gone now, so it'll be a bit more consistent.
Yeah, we'll just see. Just keep plugging along. Keep getting round, and that gravel's it's good fun. No traction, but good fun.
Good fun then in the Toyota. That's Tony Brumfield, Neil Chambers in the Toyota Corolla. Ian and John Dove. Hello, how are we? How are we getting on in the Little Nova?
Not too bad. That was our first stage. We missed the first one because the car wouldn't start. A little bit of fogging up issues, but enjoyed it.
Good stuff. Plenty of sideways in it. Is it going sideways?
Lots of sideways.
Front wheel drive sideways Nova. That's what we like to hear. Well done, guys. Keep up the good work. Great to see the Novas out. Car 52 then is our next competitor. That's Phil Bruce and Cam Cleland. We'll ask them how they're getting on with regards to the Armed Forces Inter-Service Cup. Let's have a little chat to the crew in the KA. How are we, guys? How's this rivalry going between you lot?
Oh, it's great fun. Great fun. I can see where I'm going this stage, though. I lost halfway through the last one.
Oh, did you? That wouldn't have helped. So now you've got rid of the snow and the ice as well, so it's just water now for you to deal with.
A lot more grip in that stage. A lot more grip, as long as you stay on the line.
Brilliant, good stuff. Well done, guys. We'll try and catch up with you later on. All the best. That's the Royal Air Force crew in the little KA. This isn't good. We didn't need to see this. What's happening? Let's see if we can have a chat to Adrian. We're not going to mind them if they're... don't want to mither them if they're busy. The last thing I want to do is annoy someone while they're trying to push the car. Are you all right, guys? Yeah. Okay, we'll get you out the way. Just cutting out, is it, guys?
Cut out when they stop, so it's cut out on the finish.
Oh dear. What a shame. That's the crew of car 51. Just pushing it out of the way. We have a smoky Alfa Romeo. I'm coming. I haven't run off, I promise. Just helping the walks out there, getting the car back to service. Hopefully they can get that sorted and back out this afternoon. Issues with the car cutting out at the end of the stage. So apologies to the crews that I've just missed pushing that car. We'll catch up with them later. So, who have we got next? This is car 54. David Large. How are we, David? You okay in there? How's that?
It's better now. We know a bit more where the ice is now, so it's a little bit quicker, should we say. But yeah, it's going well. We're getting grip where we need it.
Good. Now you can find the grip, you know where it is. That's good to hear. Brilliant. Keep up the good work. Well done, guys. David Large and David Ottaway. A crew that swapped seats from Cadwell Park. So I've got to make sure I get the right person now. Alan. Hey, we got there. Alan, how's it going?
Second one was better. A bit of an issue with the clutch, just slipping a little bit, but
okay.
Other than that, definitely a lot better than that second one. So
good stuff. I don't want to cause a problem, but is he better on the mats or is he better with the wheel?
He's better that side.
And I'm going to ask the same question later as well, to just find out if there's going to be an argument. Thank you, boys. Well done. Let's get this clutch changed in service. Car 57, Harry Pinchin. We'll have a very quick chat. Harry, how's it going?
A bit slippy out there, but it's all right. We're handling it all right.
Yeah, same for everybody. You getting on all right with the car?
Yeah, well, we've had a bit of trouble with the car before with brakes and stuff, but we're trying to get used to the brakes at the moment. But yeah, we're getting there.
Okay, great stuff. Into service now. You've got a little bit of time to get this sorted for this afternoon. Take care. Harry Pinchin. Next up, car 63. Who's not on my entry list? Mikey. Mikey, welcome along, Mikey. Sorry, you're not on my entry list for some reason. How are you finding it out there?
Slippy, very slippy.
Yeah. Secular MG's through. Are you keeping an eye on the ones in front?
Yeah. They're doing all right.
There or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I like to see. Big push this afternoon, guys. Well done. Seaview Recovery sponsored MGZR Super 600R registration number. I like it. It's car 59 making its way through straight into service. Car number 60. The one who doesn't want a quick chat with us, we'll catch up with them at some point. Connor Powell, Gary Powell. These crews, obviously, 2 tough stages this morning. Tricky conditions, meaning things might need a quick look over. We've already heard a couple of crews having issues with their cars. So let's see how the mic repairing are getting on. This is car 64. Chris, the little micro going all right for you?
Yeah, not so bad today. Yeah, really good. Getting to grips with it, that second stage, a lot different to the first one. Yeah. Still slippy, as everybody's going to be saying, but really good. Yeah, enjoyed that one.
Good. I was saying this morning, this is probably one of the cars to be in today with the conditions this morning.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a leveller. Little engine, little bit of power, less power. Yeah, good.
Great stuff. We've seen some killer performances this morning from the two-wheel drive guys. Keep up the good work. Well done, Chris. Car 64. Jonathan Hudson alongside Chris there, guiding him around in that 1.4 Nissan Micra. We're just waiting for our next crew, and that will be car 61. This is Mark Norwood and Thomas Marriott in their Mini Cooper S. Give them a second to get their time. Actually, just feel a little bit of precipitation, actually. I think it's just raining a little bit. Mark, how are you finding them conditions in the Mini?
Yeah, better stage 2 than stage 1. More grip than I expected, to be fair, but we just need a finish today, so that's all we're going for.
Okay. Driving for a finish in the Mini. Good luck to that. We will catch up with you guys later on. They've lost a sticker on the side of the door. Not running as car 6, I can tell you that much. This is Matthew Arnold. Matthew! Miss Matthew. It's all coming thick and fast to us. Next one's up then, car 66. How are we, guys? All right in there?
Yeah, slippy that. Yeah. Drying out, getting a dry line. It's getting all right, yeah, but yeah, still mega slippy.
Good stuff. Better than the first one this morning, Simon?
Yeah. You think you got grip. We said, we got grip here, and then we slid and nearly hit a chicane. I think we had a bit of a moment down the back end, but saved it. I don't think there's any damage, so...
Looks all right out here.
But, right, I'm happy.
Saxo looking still perfect condition. Another of the Armed Forces crews that are out this weekend. Simon Machin in the car. Car 68 then. This is Martin. How's this beautiful Escort going, Martin?
Yeah, great fun, pretty slippery, but...
Plenty of sideways.
Facing the right way.
Yeah, that's important today.
Just.
Enjoying the conditions, though?
Yeah, it's great fun, actually. What else can you do on a day like this?
Well, that's it, exactly. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else, would we? Great to see Martin in the yellow Mark 1. Thank you, guys. Now, here's a car that we love seeing out on the stages. We saw Lee sideways on the gravel earlier on. Having fun in the old Triumph?
Yep, always slippy in Triumph. It's nice and it's a handful to
It looks a handful, to be fair.
Just a bit. We're having a bit of fun though. So it's smiles for miles, as I say. Smiles for miles.
Always love seeing different cars out, and this is another one that we see, so this is brilliant. A great variety out here on the stages today. Thank you very much. Wooden doors as well, they're even better. Well done, guys. Right, car number 70. This is Simon. Simon Tattersall, how are we getting on out there?
Very good, thank you. Bit slippy.
Yeah, it sounds slippy, yeah. Any dramas for you?
No, just lots of sideways movement, that's all.
It's not drama, that's styling it out, that is. That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, we give you maximum style points. Well done, guys. All the best, we'll see you later on. Okay. Brian Cartwright, next up, car 69, another of the Escorts. Brian, how are we finding it?
Well, we mixed our headgear up earlier on, so I've just had 10 minutes of his helmet squashing my cheeks. It's been terrible.
Oh, no.
I'm very slippy out there.
Yeah, good. Well, you're here.
But lots of fun, yeah.
More of that this afternoon as well. Thank you very much, guys. Good luck. Go and get yourselves a coffee. We'll see you later on. So, just hearing over the tannoy from Mr. Woodford in the commentary box that we have a car off the track at the minute on its roof somewhere. So, I'm hoping that everything is okay and the crew are all right in that car. Fingers crossed. We'll keep an eye out on what's going on in terms of the stage and how it's running. Down at the old hairpin. Car on its roof at the old hairpin. David! We very quickly grab David. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, David. I didn't mean to run after you and stop you like that. Now, we saw you having a little bit of fun earlier on. You got stuck on the grass. Are you okay? You back out and running?
Yeah, we managed to avoid the grass this time. We just gave a bit of spectator entertainment at the hairpin afterwards. But we're, trying to keep our customers happy. So
it's important to keep the marshals warm as well, and they were pushing, and weren't they? You were looking after everyone out there.
Yeah, we are. We're enjoying ourselves. That's all we're here for.
Fantastic stuff. Great to see you back out. Great to see a smile on your face. Thank you, guys. Well done. Car 43 there. David Segal and Denise Gubbins, sorry. Car 73. That's caught me out, that has now, by going for 43.
I've made a muck of it for you.
Hang on a second, Peter. Tell us all about it. You've made a muck of it. What's gone on? Oh, I did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I certainly. It's not very difficult for me to do that. I'll certainly make a muck of it. Good, you're enjoying it?
Enjoying it, great fun.
Brilliant stuff, and no dramas for you?
No, we just got the hairpin a little bit wrong, but no, you know, we're building up.
A lot of the crews in the MX-5s are actually saying these are cars to have today in the conditions.
They say so again?
A lot of the crews out there in the MX-5s are saying these are the cars to have in these conditions.
They are, but whether I'm the right driver for the car
Oh, definitely. I'm not going to say anything. Well done, guys. You're here. End of stage 2. Thank you. Next up then, car 74. This is Kay Thompson. Going really well in the class. How are we doing, Kay?
Enjoying it. Slippy out there, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we had a spin on that stage, but yeah, got it going quite quickly, so hopefully not lift too much.
What's it like in the gravel?
So much fun. It's all over the place, but it's so much fun in that gravel section, yeah.
Good stuff. Don't get to do too much gravel in this circuit championship, but when you do, it's good fun. Thank you, Kay. Well done. Keep it going. Great stuff. Kay Thompson and Bob Wiggins in the little Micra. Car 72. Richard Fletcher. How's it going, Richard?
The better stage that time round. A bit slow on the first one, if I'm honest, but really enjoyed that. We caught 3 cars there.
Probably sensible approach the first stage with the conditions.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan. You know, find our feet and go from there, and that's what we're doing.
Excellent stuff. The man with a plan. That's what we like. Take care. Well done. Richard Fletcher and Cassie Romeo. Going well. Car 71. Mark, did I happen to see you parked up earlier on the inside of the circuit?
No, we weren't parked up. We did a bit of spin, but we got away with it.
Okay. So a very similar looking Honda then parked on the side. I think it was car 77, which confused me because you're 71. So I just wanted to double check. But other than that, you've had a good day so far?
Yeah, getting used to a new car. It's very slick out there. It's quite scary at times, but yeah, we're getting there slowly.
Good, excellent. Keep it on the track, and we'll catch up with you later on. Well done. Lovely stuff. So car 71 had a good run. 77 was the car with the problems. This is car 75. Evan. Lost the pace. Evan, how's it going?
Yeah, a lot better than last stage. Made a few adjustments to the car. Got a lot more grip now. I think the track's drying up a little bit as well.
And how are you getting on in terms of your inter-services cup? Are you really hunting everyone down out there now? Have you got this little vendetta against everyone else, all the other teams out there?
We just like to beat the army. That's how it is there.
Just beat the army, yeah? How many crews have you got out today?
I think we've got 4 out today. Yeah, 4 out today, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we're going to try and catch up with a lot of you guys if we can around about lunchtime. So good luck. All the best. That's Evan McGill and Duncan Lilwall in the Armed Forces team. Car 92. Fantastic to see the little Mini out. Callum, probably the car of the day, really. Surely this has got to be the right car to be in.
As long as it keeps going, yeah. It's mint when it's going. But yeah, we're sort of keeping it in the right direction, more or less. But yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, it's
little go-kart bouncing along the gravel. Is it all around there?
Yeah, that's a nightmare, but it is what it is. Yeah, no, it's mint.
Only running the gravel once each stage, so that's not too bad for you guys. All the best, well done. Good to see the Mini out. Watch your elbows, not a lot of space in there. Okay, fantastic to see a little Mini out. Next up, this is one of the Army crews that Evan was talking about. Benjamin, you've got some rivals out there today. How are you getting on?
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, it's good to have the RAF and the Navy here, all competing against each other. It's a good bit of rivalry, isn't it?
Yeah, big inter-services battle going on. Enjoying it?
Yeah, 100%. Nice and slippy out there, what real rallying is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff. Good to see the MG. Fantastic colour scheme. Red camo of Bender Honda and Peter Beaumont. Car 83. Another crew that went really well this morning on stage 1. The Mazzatellis. How's it going out there?
Yeah, good for my first rally. Going really well, but we had to slow down because it's a car rolled. So just lost a bit of time then. Yeah. Apart from that, going really well.
Okay, good stuff. I didn't quite catch a lot of that then. I was trying to listen. But so what are you looking forward to this afternoon?
Yeah, just getting some more time in the car. Then finish it, really.
Great stuff. Tricky conditions, but good learning for you. Thank you very much, guys. Went really well this morning. Car 79, apologies, I really struggled to hear what was going on in that car. It's quite loud in that car. Ian Broadfoot in the Escort. As some people head off on their holidays. How are we, Ian? All good?
Good, brilliant, thanks, mate. Yeah, a bit slippery out there, but
the Escort's handling it okay? Just about. Okay, good stuff.
Gravel, so.
Oh, you've been in the gravel. Well, the gravel where you're supposed to be, or the gravel where you weren't supposed to be?
No.
Oh, okay, the gravel where you weren't supposed to be. Not a problem. Get yourselves back to service, have a coffee, and we'll see you later on. Ian Broadfoot and David Rowley. Okay, Glyn Thomas and Owain Thomas. How are we, Welsh boys? How's it going?
I enjoyed that, yeah, really good. Yeah.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, it's slippery, but enjoyable.
Not a bad little car to be driving in the fog and the snow and the ice and the proper RAC conditions.
With a new gearbox, it's superb. But absolutely fantastic that was. We loved it.
Brilliant.
4 seconds quicker than last time.
Smiles all round. That's great to see. Well done, guys. Thank you. Catch you later on. John Hunt and Adam Quinn then up next in the Civic. We'll have a quick chat. How's it going, John, in the Civic?
Yeah, slippery, just finding my way around, really. Yeah, trying to hang in there.
Just battling through.
Big slip on that one, so big skid on that one, so we managed to get away with it.
On the circuit, or
on the circuit? We managed to keep it on the tarmac, fortunately, so we carried on. And then there was somebody rolled in the gravel trap, so everybody was stopping because I didn't see the OK board, so we're just making sure that they were all right, but then we got waved on, so it was a bit
brilliant. Well done. Excellent sportsmanship. Thank you very much, guys. Well done. No OK board out from the crew, so just checking to make sure everyone's OK, but we're waved on, so lost a little bit of time, but that's the way to do it. Car 77 then, we'll have a quick chat with Adam. How are we, Adam, all right?
Yeah, good.
Enjoying it out there?
Yeah, loving it, yeah. Yeah, absolutely loving it.
Nice and slippy slidey.
Absolutely, yeah. Something's rattling underneath the car, I've knocked something off.
All right, OK, well, we won't keep you, we'll get you back to service, get a coffee and sort the car out, we'll see you later on. Thank you, Adam. All the best. We'll get that rattle issue sorted. Can't see anything underneath obvious on the car. Maybe just a loose exhaust mount or something like that. Oh, nearly. I thought I broke your door then. Car 87. You're on the next page. Where are we? Andy.
Yeah, that's it.
Andy and John. How's it going, boys?
Yeah, doing all right, yeah. Better than the people on their roof at up the top end, yeah.
Everyone all right, though?
Well, they seem to be, yeah.
The board's out now and everyone's been waved through, so that's good to hear. Hopefully the crew are safe.
It's a good stage.
Excellent, good stuff. Compliments to the stages. Thank you, guys. Great to hear that the crew seem to be all right out the car. It looks like it's gone off into the gravel and just dug in and probably just overturned. The rescue crews will be out there ensuring everything is okay. So we've only got a few more cars to come through. I imagine we'll get these last ones through. I don't think the stage will have had to have been stopped, so a few more cars to come. This is the lovely looking Mark 1 Golf GTI of Nick Wilkins. How are you finding it out there, Nick?
It's pretty slippy. There's a car on its roof in the old hairpin, which isn't ideal, but it's our first time out in the Golf for the EJ Unprepped Golf, and the nephew's next to me for his first time as well, so it's really good fun.
Is he doing all right?
Oh, he's not doing too bad yet. I haven't punched him yet, so he's doing better than normal.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. At least you've got your helmet on, you'll be all right if he has to punch you. Great stuff. A good bit of family banter in the car. Thank you to the Wilkins. Well done. Car 86 up next. Back a page. Martin, how's the little Peugeot getting on?
It's doing well. It's the first stage was a bit lethal, but yeah, we had to stop for an SOS board back there, so we lost some time. But hey ho, that's rallying. Yeah, she's doing great, and yeah, conditions are very interesting.
A little bit of rain now as well, so that'll wash some of the slush away. Great sportsmanship from these guys at the back of the field. They're making sure everyone's okay, which is brilliant to see. Losing a little bit of time, but making sure everyone's safe, which is the main part of it. Maz, how's the little micro going?
It's going brilliant. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's great fun out there, especially the infield gravel track. That's absolutely brilliant fun. Going sideways along that, it's great.
Yeah. Now that you know where the grip levels are on the gravel, you can throw it around a little bit more and have a bit of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great fun.
Brilliant. Great to see you guys out here in the little micro. Well done. We'll see you later on. Maz Miller in the little 1 litre micro. Another car you don't tend to see too many of is the lovely looking Alfa Romeo. Oh. I'll tell you what, we'll go through the window instead. How's the little Alpha doing?
Yeah, okay. First time out in this, so I'm being a bit careful. Too careful, really, but it's all right.
Okay, don't mind. We get the car around. That's the main thing. You'll finish in a high position if you just get to the end.
Yeah, well, we're just shaking it down and then see where we're at with it. We'll be learnt a lot.
Good stuff. Thank you very much, guys. That's the crew of car 85. I don't know whether I've just broken his door or he's broke it himself. But anyway, there we go. That's Bill Douglas in the Alfa Romeo. Okay, car 89 then. I'm back onto the next page. This is James Palmer-Smith. How are we, James?
Good, it's a bit slippy out there.
Yeah, it's funny, there's a few people have said that. I think you're probably about the 89th person to have said that. Yeah,
it's the odd dry bit, you can just go try and find the dry, and if you don't, it's slippy.
A little bit of rain in the air now, so that might wash a little bit of the slush away as well. So hopefully, consistent grip. Yeah, that's looking like what's going to be. Yeah, well done, guys. Thank you very much. We'll catch you later. Okay. Let's have a little word with the boys in car 91. Raj, how are we finding it?
Yeah, good. Had a bit of a spin on the last hairpin, but yeah, managed to get out of it.
Excellent. A little bit different to last week when you were marshalling on the Roger Albert Clark with me.
Yeah, totally different.
After 2 years of me talking to you about building the car, it's great to now see you out in it. Great little team going on here. Is he doing all right on the notes and the maps? Yeah. I asked that question to a car before and they said he hasn't had to punch him yet. You haven't had to do the same, have you? You haven't got anything wrong.
The day ain't over yet.
Fantastic stuff. Glad to get a finish, yeah. Well, I think everyone will be today. Brilliant to see the team out in car 91, the Peugeot 205 of Raj and Arjun Kane. Quinton Motor Club members who have been running that car now for the last couple of events, and they've been busy marshalling and all sorts, so yeah, great to see. Now I believe we have one more car to come, which I'm trying to listen out to. Peugeot 106. Let's see if anything happens. Okay, well, that concludes the first part of the live stream today. A big thank you to everybody and all the information coming from Mr. Paul Woodford, who's normally here. Thank you for watching. We will be back live this afternoon for part 2 of the live stream. Until then, all the best. Thank you very much for joining us.